I'm on the way home, just left Lake Keepit. Had 16 days of gliding, which is pretty amazing considering, that I haven't been employed for 10 months. And I really surprised myself with my flying. I had 2 podium finishes, a second and a third in club class. I flew faster than 100 kph one day, which is pretty good for my little glider. And I would have come out with a third or a fourth, something like that, only I completely messed up my last day. And for those of you who are interested, there's 50 ways to lose your points in gliding, and one of them is to fly the wrong task. As Kerry Claffey said to me this morning, to win the task you have to fly the task, the whole task and nothing but the task. And what happened was, in the morning when I was sitting there putting my task in, I was getting really distracted by the noise, and I am not really blaming that, but it's really high levels of fatigue on the last day, and there were a couple of people who started off flying the wrong task and actually corrected themselves, but I had actually gone through the process of editing the task from the day prior, because day 7's task was very similar to day 6's, and all I had to do was just change a couple of things, and I neglected to remove the first turn point after the start point. So I flew northeast instead of northwest, and then turned to go to the correct turn points after that. So although I hit all of the correct turn points, I didn't cross the start line because my trajectory from the start sector was at 90 degrees to the required trajectory, and I literally flew that far away from the start line but parallel to it, having never once crossed it even while trying to climb away. Had I at least crossed it while thermaling, I would have got a start. I would have been slow because I flew an extra, 50k or something to get to the first sector. But anyway, that's how you lose your points in gliding. Don't fly the task. But as I said, really, really, really happy with the way I flew, and I have never ever flown that fast dry. In fact, I was saying to a couple of people that flying that little Pegasus as fast as I was flying it into thermally, when you've got really strong thermals, is really uncomfortable. When you've got some water on as ballast, the thing's much smoother. It doesn't bounce around so much. But flying at 95 and 100 knots at times, and typically 85 or better, is really quite like riding a washing machine for 7 days. Anyway, that's it. The New South Wales State Gliding Championships is done. I was holding on to a 3rd place for a little while, a 4th place for a little while, and then blew it. Anyway, had lots of fun.